Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Uncle Bandit stream. Hope everyone's doing well and staying safe out there. I'm doing pretty alright. I've been thinking about a lot of things today. Just been kind of working on a few different things. Including one thing that I'm really excited about, but I'm keeping hush-hush about. Y'all are just gonna have to tune in and see what that is. Speaking of cool surprises, today we are starting our playthrough of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Justice for All. So, without further ado, let us hop back into the video verse. So this is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Justice for All, developed by Capcom Production Studio 4, published by Capcom proper, released originally in North America for the Nintendo DS, January of 2007. However, it first hit shelves in Japan for the Game Boy Advance, October of 2002. So it took a whole, 5 years before this game made it stateside, which is kind of nuts. I'm currently playing the Ace Attorney Trilogy version on my Switch, which was released April of 2019. This is the second entry in the Ace Attorney Trilogy, the trilogy of games related to our cool-haired protagonist, Phoenix Wright. So, without further ado, let us hop into it. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. Yes. And this comes with funny voices as well. Gah! How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, the judge is... What? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. Whoa, jeez. What a crazy dream. September 8th, 9 a.m., District Court. Beautiful. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Huh? Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Who the heck are you? Oh, jeez. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. Whoa. Is he dead? A few minutes later. Is he okay? Phoenix? Phoenix? Phoenix! Ouch. My head. It's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? Oh, hello. Good morning. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sorta hurts. Roger that. They're just gonna stare at each other. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Oh, does he not? Does Phoenix not remember? Did he lose his memory? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. I just realized her name is Bird. And she has a bunch of feathers. Beautiful. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright! How can you say that? How can you do this to me, to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just... Well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, I'm... Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? He got nailed in the hand. Oh no, he lost his memory. The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? Oh. I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see. What can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl. I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Ah! Someone please! Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Boop. Ooh. So, how's he gonna handle this? Oh, we fighting Pain? Hey, it's Pain. Oh, different, courtroom music, too. Court is now in trial for the session... Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution... Whatever he does. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? Sure, yeah. I guess I should say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a second. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of, The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I've told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay. And who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Ugh. Oh no. Whatever. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant... She works under me, so, you know. You work under that detective? Yes, sir. While I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down, I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yeah, sure. It happened at the park near headquarters. Expose Park. Oh my god. The puns are gonna get worse, aren't they? Ooh. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. Dustin Prince. Oh my god. He's a cop named Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up badly and snapped his neck. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday. Oh yes, this autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? Okay, I do have a copy. I do have some other things. I have a phone. I have some broken glasses. Nearsighted lenses. Okay. I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirmed the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well. The court accepts it into evidence. Nice. Okay, first bit of evidence. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yeah, I guess? Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Court record? Oh, is this sort of a way to kind of onboard people that... See, I kind of get it. I get it in the context of like, oh, this is a new entry. This is like a new separate game that people are getting. So like maybe people that aren't familiar with the first one don't know how the second one works. So this is kind of a way to onboard those people. Yeah, okay. Yup. Info about evidence and people involved with this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing the R button. The R button, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I'd better check the court record and see what I can find. What was it again? That R button? Yep. Badge, glasses, crime photo. Okay. There is a clock in the shot, which is interesting. That, considering that his watch stopped, I'm kind of wondering what that's about. People are looking. I see what looks like a phone booth there. All right, Mr. Wright. Let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? Well, it would be the glasses, considering that's like the broken thing. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held on to them as he fell. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? Well, they seem to be kind of, like, different. Look, it was a coincidence that on that same day, I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. Ugh. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Decisive evidence. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. Maggie. I don't like saying it, but it was clear the defendant's name Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. Oh. This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor. Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here. Hold on. I thought her name was like something weird. Like... Well, it's spelled wrong. Why is it spelled wrong? Like, cause I took like this mental note of like, oh, her name is Maggie. Okay. Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. That's bizarre. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But, I already told you. Those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure. But what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be all right. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area. Now, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. Please continue with your testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. But, like, that's not her name, though. But that's not her name, though. Like, her name's not spelt like that. If they were dating or whatever, he would probably know at least how her name's spelt, I would kind of hope. Like, you know, it's kind of a strange spelling, but... I mean... Phoenix? What is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out, "Objection!" And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush! Ooh, what a rush! Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah! It looks like the bird is caught. It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. That's a weird sentence. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelt Maggie, with an EY. It's pretty sick. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh, how about that? I didn't even notice. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. Objection. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to have not known her name. No! This is very true. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers? I can't get over Dustin Prince. Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court to the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. The fact that Gumshoe was given anyone at all to, like, mentor is frankly astonishing. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. Some she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get him. Oh, those two sound like they were close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Oh, he looks super bummed out. Okay, that's cool. So they were definitely close. It's not like a case of, like, the day of the incident. What was it? Like, do you know what it is? This is important. You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Well, that's because, I'm a boss, and I've got to watch out for my subordinates. But even what she was going to give as a present, isn't that going a bit too far? Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches their... I really don't need to know that much. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, it should not be the point of discussion at this time. Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I should have you arrested. I think the good detective is about done here. Well, what was it? That's what I'm asking. Over 2 months ago? Yup. She's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present? Thank you, the thing I wanted to ask. She got him a glove. A single glove? Why would she only give him one?
Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove.
Oh, I see. A baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan.
A baseball glove,
Tell me about it.
Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance?
Nah, nothing like that, pal.
Then, what is it like?
She ordered it. It was custom made.
Custom made? The glove was custom made.
Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made.
Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case.
Yes, it would seem that there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to the case?
I mean, I think it is. I mean, I think it is in sort of the sense of like, I don't know. Like I'm trying to think. Like, why would it be relevant? Well, if she was sort of planning to get a gift that far in advance, like that doesn't really read as someone who wants to like murder someone, you know? Like if you get a gift for someone that far in advance, like you are really confident with your relationship in that person, I think. Like, because 2 months is not like an not a short amount of time, you know? So like, I think it's relevant. I don't know where this will lead me, but of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes, bluffing to the max. Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great. Pressing people? It feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people.
Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today.
And?
Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court.
Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Hey. Why is it yellow? Why is it such a distinct sheen of yellow? I've never seen that.
It's,
yeah, like it's extremely yellow.
It's, rather yellow, isn't it?
Here, take this piss-colored glove. Take the piss glove. Yes. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why you had to special order it? Yep, that's right. That and what other reason?
I think the court has heard enough. It's clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim?
I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground.
Yes, sir. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There was also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, so let's sort of look at what I have here. Broken neck, body covered in bruises.
Crime photo 1. Crime photo 2. I guess we're also using profiles more. That's cool. Huh. Alright. Couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Wasn't that kind of, like, suspicious? So in the end, you couldn't confirm it. Hey, don't you look down on us. I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigation. Well, I've never heard that before. Me neither. Nor I. I've never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir. Okay, so I made it up. Anyway. Okay, check the pointer finger. Found that there's sand trapped under the victim's fingernails. Scratches on his skin that were caused in him writing on the ground. That seems weirdly specific. Wait. Wait. Alright, I had a thought, chat. You see the glove? So, okay, when you make a baseball glove, alright, because I actually know something about baseball. Shock of shocks. You usually... Okay, so in baseball you have a throwing hand, and basically your dominant hand is usually your throwing hand. So if I write with my right hand, usually you'll throw with your right hand. And if it's left, it's left. Vice versa. Now, the other hand, when you're fielding, you put the glove in your other hand, your non-dominant hand. So, like, if I'm a right-handed thrower, I use the glove for my left hand, and you catch balls with that. If you look at the glove, you can see that the thumb of the glove is on, like, the right side of the fingers. So, like... So you can tell that's a right-handed glove. Also, Maggie said that there was another reason why he... So this is a glove for a left-hander, for a lefty. So... Like, he wouldn't... Basically, why would he try to write it with a hand that wasn't his dominant hand and have it turn out so nice and neat? I think that's what I'm going with. I do know some things, chat. I might not be the smartest, but I do know at least a thing or two about baseball. Mr. Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but, it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow. But that is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Oh, why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom-made. I have never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, Detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his... Well, wait a sec. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. I object. Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Order! Order! What do you think about it that way? Yes. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie is...
No! It's not possible!
Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent.
No! All right, you did it, Mr. Wright. Phew! I feel like I can breathe again.
It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright.
Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir. See? You got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire.
Like, I don't want to put up with this. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird.
No, not yet. I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne?
The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? You'd like to call our next witness to the stand.
What? Whoa. And what did this witness witness? Oh.
The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. Oh, what the heck?
Order in the court. I believe a recess is in order. Afterwards, we will hear from this new witness.
I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here.
Court is adjourned for recess.
Black.
To be continued. Oh, this is actually going to be a two-parter. Holy cow. Whoa, new sounds and everything. This is really cool. Wait, no, that's my original Ace Attorney file. I don't want to get rid of that. That's for, you know, for posterity, so I can feel good about it. I am going to take a quick drink. And I am back. Let us now return to Justice for All.
Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir?
I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you.
Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. Maggie kick should be all you need. No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on! I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today.
Do not tackle my head, please.
Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. Ooh. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things? Of course. I'd be honored to. Ooh. Well, I guess we'll start with my name, and then I can tell you about me. No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright? What a weird name. This is serious. You really don't remember.
I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back and maybe it'll help. This is a business card? I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay. There are some numbers written on the back. There are some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. Huh. Okay. So, like, it must have, like, the office number. Wait, no, it might not have a number at all, and I just had to write down a number. I guess for now we should stop talking about me. And start talking about this case. This case? Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up and tell me. This might be very important. Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. Oh. Oh, she has a Blue Badger hoodie on. That's cute. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. So where is the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Is that phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up... Ah, you were here all along. Oh, yo! What up? You're so mean. I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left. Yay! She's back. Let me guess, I'm supposed to know this girl, too. Hey, good morning, Maggie. And a good morning to you, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh? And what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick, the thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list? It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It was kinda tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good. No good? As in, there's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Huh. Interesting. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Don't look at me. And where did you get this list from in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh. Is that right? These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found. So that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is... Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately.
Oops. Guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck. I guess I have all the pieces now. More or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on. Yeah.
Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I ask that the court might be a little lenient on...
There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness. A drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder.
A drifter?
Hey, it's that guy that hit me with that thing. Please state your name for the court, witness.
Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
Huh? Oh, alright, go ahead.
Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk?
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I'm supposed to call me but just settle as evil as death. Everything in my life has to be utmost highest. I merely look for that perfect, top-notch, unbeatable university. I have rigorous selection. Blah, blah, blah.
Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on. What is he? A human chatterbox? I have to question him?
Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university. First rates only need apply.
Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses.
Glasses? That's enough. Your name, please. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Ah, man.
I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso, with a PhD in drifting, as it were. Richard Wellington. So he's Dick Wellington. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit.
Ahem, Mr. Wellington. On the day of the murder, you were taking strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. If you must know,
Anyway, please testify to this court what you saw during your walk through the park.
See, you said it again. Taking a walk. You know what you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington. Shut up. It's like that one WCW bit where like Ultimate Warrior comes out and he's saying something and there's like a pause in the action and you can clearly hear from the crowd, "Shut the fuck up!" It's amazing. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. Is that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. That was certainly a decisive testimony.
Decisive? Dick, did you hear what he just said? Yeah. That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie? Yes. And if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying.
Big liars.
I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies.
Yeah, bananas doesn't seem right.
Well, that ain't right. You mean this glove?
I mean, don't get me wrong, it does kind of... It is yellow enough to look like bananas, but... Like, it's still clearly a glove. Like, a baseball glove and bananas are two different things.
Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw, right here.
Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me.
And that's where you'd be wrong.
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Isn't that the baseball glove?
What?
A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite?
That's not... It's a... No!
Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. The witness.
Oh! Oh! I see. This isn't... Yeah, it totally isn't Maggie's glasses. Because Maggie told us it wasn't her glasses. So if it isn't her glasses, it must be his glasses.
By the way, just how bad are your eyes?
Huh? How? What? You... Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden?
Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas.
It really isn't. No, I don't think so. Objection overruled.
You're the one of those people.
Yes, you know what I mean. You're like those people who refuse to accept Galileo. You too used to possibilities. Sure, in the end, we find out this is in fact a glove, which viewed from afar, I do not think there's room for enough for...
And this is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is.
They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then? That's because I lost them recently, you see? Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses. So to replace them...
How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? How about it, witness?
You are an unrelenting evil man. You're like those people who rejected Joan of Arc. She was brave and courageous, and while she didn't do anything wrong, she was still burned.
Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at the time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path.
Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony.
Please tell the court what happened next, in the moments after you witnessed the crime.
I can't figure out a voice for this rando. For old Wellington. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 when I made the call. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away.
Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer.
You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright.
That's weird. See, that doesn't make any sense. Because, like, if it's 6:28... and... like, why is there such a discrepancy? Like, we're talking about... like... time of death... from 28 to 45. 2, 10... it's like 17-ish minutes? Which is kind of a bit. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this?
You mean the victim's autopsy report?
According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m.
So what of it?
You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Ack! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. Grr. The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Ah!
Mr. Wellington?
Yes?
Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes?
Answer the question. Telephone. I mean... spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth?
You mean you don't have a cell phone?
Ugh. You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. Ooh. You must think you're really something special. Witness. I lost my cell phone. There. Are you happy? You lost it?
Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone? You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings.
What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Have you ever heard that all geniuses have strange quirks to that rationale? I don't think simple, plain people can understand. Enough! Oh man, oh man. Wait. Hold on a second. He lost his cell phone? Nick, that's cell phone. Could it be... you mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Well, we gotta question further. We gotta press the attack. Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. Here it is. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. I thought that just maybe this was his.
Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth.
Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that.
Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? There is something that's kind of bugging me.
Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone.
How dare you?
You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course.
This evidence should be good enough, I think.
All right, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth.
Well, that would be this. Because
if he was there, like, as soon as he saw him fell, he looked up and saw her and she ran off. But he didn't have, he could have just went to the phone booth that's, like, right there. Like, that's a phone booth. Like, that's... This is gonna be weird for the generation of kids that, like, don't know what a phone booth is, so... But yeah, that's a phone booth.
It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this.
At the crime scene photo?
Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you.
No! It's a phone booth.
That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you?
Oh! Order!
What does the reporting the crime a little late prove for the defense? The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is the reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony.
Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
And I bet his phone really is his, Nick. This phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him, so there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else. Was he?
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes?
I think I get it. Because, like, if we can... I think he was looking for his glasses. Because, like, I think these are his. Like, he fell and landed on the glasses, and broke them, because he fell, like, 9 feet. And the force of a human being can break glasses this kind of, you know, thin or whatever. So he was looking for his glasses, I think. There is only one possible explanation.
Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility.
Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away?
No, I was worried there. The music cut off a bit late there. I was worried. Mr. Wellington.
What?
Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they?
Where did you find... Gah!
I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body.
Under the victim's body? Order! Now, wait a second. Hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything.
Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make the call.
Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer?
Of course. That's precisely what I'm doing. Oh, really? Oh. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah. This is so exciting, watching you work again. I'm glad Maya's here. I like Maya. Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer.
Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer.
In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer.
Why, that's easy. For example, there's, the name the victim wrote. What about that?
Oh, you mean the name Maggie?
Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right?
But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed.
In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie? That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial.
Ah, I forgot. Was there any way this creep would have known Maggie's name beforehand?
I have an idea.
It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie.
Now, would the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name?
I want to say it's the cell phone? Like, because she said that she got a call and they didn't respond. I also got a list of names of con artists that use... And it was stored on the cell phone Maggie found. Oh... I think I'm putting it together. So... Maggie found this phone, right? And she's like, oh, you know, we can turn it into whoever. And Dustin here was like, oh no. Oh shit. There are a bunch of con artists on this phone. We should, you know, once we bring him in, I can, like, arrest him and stuff. It'll be cool. And I guess while trying to arrest him, maybe he tried to get his phone back and he ended up pushing him. That's what that's what I think it is. Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I did? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do?
What did I do?
Didn't you try to find it by calling it?
Why, how did you...
Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. By the way, that's what I do sometimes. If I lose like my cell phone somewhere, I'll like call it with the house phone or something. Do people still have house phones? I don't know. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. Like, that's how you misspell someone's name. Like, they might not have seen it written down, then they must have, like, heard the name. And if it sounds like Maggie, you assume the more common spelling rather than the unusual spelling. That's when you learn that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. Eek! Eek. Chat. Eek. Order, order! But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive. And your point is? It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. So you're saying there's no motive? Which there is. That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright? Your Honor? Can you explain what motive this witness could have had? It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Now then, please present to this court proof that the witness had a motive. It would be the names list, wouldn't it? Like, wouldn't it? Like, I would think. Like, I can't think of anything else. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? A list? What? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artists group. What? Con artists? Or, I screwed that up really bad. Con artists, ugh. For some reason I couldn't do it. Yeah. Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage. An invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're one of those people. You're like those cops who read the brilliant artists. They disrupted a genius at work. Well, I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you, know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't it that obvious? The witness is a member. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. No! This is too much! Oh... That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I
got you now.
That police officer...
Your Honor!
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
But please, let's think about the content of that phone call.
Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can make it up and I can give this back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Mr. Bird to get his phone, Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone?
That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this?
If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
Well, because they're cops.
I think he must have seen someone that didn't agree with him when he got there.
Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness?
Well, that they're cops.
They're big cops. Big cop.
Yeah, if he's going around wearing a cop hat and a cop uniform and whatever, he saw that they were cops, so he freaked out. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform.
Oh!
The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going to work out. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone.
And he went into a panic, is what you're saying?
Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform.
Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
I'm thinking.
It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are...
Impressive. Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence. Evidence! Ugh. That guy is really creeping me out. All you have been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this. Suspicious Kong group that. They're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. That phone I lost. I've already found it. You don't have even the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. You can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? Feels good to see you squirm.
We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence.
Your Honor, this is bad. You can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone. There has to be something I overlooked. There's gotta be. Maybe. No, it wouldn't be this. It wouldn't be that. Like, stored numbers doesn't help.
Yeah, because, like, he could have deleted it between now and then or something. I got it. We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? It's not that kind of show, Judge. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. I what? You said there was sand all over it, so... Wiped it? I wiped it? Pretty thoroughly, too. It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. Ah, made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. Ha ha ha. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. Or you deleted them, you trash human being. You've got to be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington. What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you're too much. And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Now I remember. Oh, he remembers getting hit in the head with a... Oh, okay. Interesting. Huh. Looks like they hung up. Good. Finally found it. Bonk. So that's when... What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick! Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free. I know. I know this phone has to be his, but how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is. Your indictment has no basis, and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am? Who am I? The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit! What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that? Well, I'm gonna raise an objection. Hold it! Please wait, Your Honor. All right, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions. You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well. But this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over for your client and for you. You fully understand? Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor. The cross-examination period is ended. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. Oh. Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. Or ain't the autopsy report and ain't the glasses. Wait. So his vision's like Garbo. Maybe. But see, this is the list of numbers that was found on the phone. It wouldn't include their own phone number. It wouldn't be the glove. I don't think it'd be the crime photos. He did hit me in the head, which I didn't appreciate. But why hit me in the head, though? Like, he wasn't trying to get rid of my memory. Like, he was just trying to hit my head. Like, the whole memory thing was sort of a collateral. But why would he try to attack me and hit me? Well, to steal the phone. But why is there two phones, though? Like, if he was just trying to steal one phone, then why do I have two of them? Well, his vision's garbage, so maybe he grabbed a different one. Wait. Is that Phoenix's? Wait. I think I get it now. That's where the second phone came from. Yeah. That's why he hit Phoenix in the head. He hit Phoenix in the head so he could steal his phone back, but since his eyesight is garbage because he doesn't have his glasses, he ended up grabbing the wrong one. And if it isn't his... And we know for sure that this is, like, the actual, like... Our cell phone's the real cell phone. So if we call the cell phone number on my business card and it rings in his pocket, then that would prove that that is not his phone. That it's my phone. And then I can go, well, I was attacked. It sucked. And if it isn't, well, whatever. We'll figure it out. Why, thank you. Oh, nice. Here, please have one of mine. Oh. It's written in a fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. His handwriting is illegible. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is... Shoot. It'd be the back of the card. It wouldn't be the name on the card, it'd be the back of the card. Ooh. The card is important because of what is on the back. Hmm? You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... Do-do-do-do. Ah! What? Why is my phone... And what is with this stupid-sounding ringtone? Hey, that track's a bop, and you know it. Mr. Wellington? How strange. I can almost swear that you're holding my phone. Your... Ah! No, 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 no! It can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. Ugh. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Also, that ringtone would be sort of that pretentious nonsense this dude would be into. Oh, he's choking himself. He's choking. Oh, he choked himself. He choked himself out. Ding, 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 ding. The winner of this match. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington.
He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then, Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding. It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally.
Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty! Woo! Confetti! Yeah! That is all. This court is adjourned.
Very, very cool. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? Well, it can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles and gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is, pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? Lady Luckless. What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Ah, that's right. You were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand, and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. Well, that's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It's just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is all my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name. You bet. I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Little steps, little steps. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves too. Bye, Bird. She seemed cool. What a horrible day. I've gotten my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here's goes. So this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. The Judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else. And this girl, Maya? You finally remembered. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, Earth to Nick? What's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Yay! I like Maya. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay, okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. Yeah, how did that, like, training go? Like, last we checked, she was on the mountain. She went back to the mountain to train to be a spirit medium. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Oh, we're actually going backwards in time. Huh. Well, that's different. Reunion and turnabout. Oh, that's cool. Gotta save the game. Hey, that's the first case down. Look at us go. I'm gonna take a quick drink to sort of... Man. So, yeah, first case knocked out. That's pretty cool. And now we just need to move on to the second case. Taken, like, a few months before the last one, which is different. Like, that's pretty cool. Alright. Let's go! That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. Yo. I was murdered by that person. Oh. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie? Eenie? Oh, not again. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. Oh, Maya's in trouble again. That's not good. I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. What happened? This is June, too. What depressing rain. You understand how depressed that makes me? Do you? I guess. I hope I'm doing a good voice for him. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at that weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun. Is what that girl said. I'd stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. But that's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve calling herself a weather girl? She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl? I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Pretty high-strung one, too. Remind me never to end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh god. That's not good. Oh. You're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting!
Yes, I heard you. I agree it's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse! It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients! And yet! Now listen good. And yet! That nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing! She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me! And this is the kicker! She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car! Smash! Crunch! Instantly transforming her car into an accordion model! This guy, right now... He sounds like the worst boss ever. That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice, and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for that malpractice incident. Why would I? Now I'm going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go either way. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent. You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? In all fairness, in these games, you know, it's kind of tough to tell the difference. No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey. You know the girl, correct? Maya. Why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Well, yes. I mean, hey, wait a second here. I worked under her? Yes. Am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked a few trials together. She went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard. Must be lonely for you. What? Wait, I'm not... She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sort of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling! I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh. Right. Yeah, because that works out. That works out usually. Maya. I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fey clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. Yeah, that's what she told me. I guess she's learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. Not counting training, this will be her first time channeling a spirit, so she gave me one condition before accepting my request. A condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Aww. She wants us to be there for her first channeling. That's adorable. Me? And that is why I've searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you? This guy, God. And so, that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. Ooh. I hope I'm not, like, too loud for people. That's something I'm kind of worried about. Oh! So this is Kurain Village, Maya's hometown. Oh, hello, child. Well, why, hello there. Can I help you? What an odd little girl. Hey, wait up, Pearly. Someone else is coming this way. Nick! It's Maya! Yay! But, Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't think that you'd really show up. It's not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated. Just a little. It was only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I'd have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself. Oh, well... Anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear training is going well for you. Yeah, what's up? Tell me about today's channeling. Looks like you've finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job. Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon. But this case, do you know the messy story behind it? Ha ha ha. Behold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see. 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Uh-huh. So what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway? The tabloids. That's what I thought. Ha ha ha. I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me. Yeah, I guess so. So tell us about the village. So this is your hometown, huh, Maya? Yup. Crane Village. I've heard people call this place Medium Valley, too. Interesting. So everyone that lives here is a spirit medium? Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think. That's probably true since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Actually, only the women of this village are mediums. So what do the men do? They usually work someplace outside the village. Okay. Alright, I think I kind of get it. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly? Pearly? Pearl Faye. She's my cousin. Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly. Cousin. Wait, then that means... Is she also a... Yup, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling. I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled it into her head that if a suspicious-looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious-looking? Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters. Of course not. Pearly is my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Kurain Village. Aunt? Pearly's mother is my aunt, duh. Come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I gotta get going. It's about time for the channeling to start. Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers. Alright. Good luck, Maya. Thanks! Yay. Well, at least she's still the same perky Maya. Well, I guess we can... yeah. Fae Manor, meditation room. Ah, Mr. Wright. I'm so glad you showed. Some nice weather we're having today. Aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airwaves. Looks like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment. But anyway, this is a splendid manor. No argument there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though. I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright. I have a copy for you. Oh. Well, thanks. Alright. So there's the channeling chamber, the meditation room, which I'm guessing that's where we are. The winding way to a side room. Okay. What are you going to do once the nurse's spirit has been called? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession. Signed confession? What? This dude's nuts. Like, what? Like, what does that even... Like, everybody knows she's dead. What does a signed confession do for you? For someone who's already dead? Like, because people will immediately go, oh, that's must have been forged. Yes, a confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then, on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry, and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. With a confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop. Oh. I see. So, how did you hear about Maya Fey? I heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the occult at the college. That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Curane School of Channeling. The home, huh? As Miss Maya is a daughter of the Master, I hear. Master? Anyway, you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is there, right now. Would you care to meet her? Okay, sure. Hey, how's it going? There's a lot of candles in here. That's cool. Hello? Knock, knock. Wow. It's such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights. I guess they're candles. Good sir, who might you be? My name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, excuse me. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir? Is she talking about me? You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I have heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, whatever. Morgan Fay. Nice to meet you. I had wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you ask too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Huh? Don't tell me you have already forgotten. That was it not for Mystic Maya and her assistants, you would surely not have won. First a girl that runs away, and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. I can't have shit in Crane. When did I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Thank you. So why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir. Yes? How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. Where did her pupils go? That's a little scary. So about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she's the only one remaining. Only one remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Curane channeling technique. Okay. Then where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. What is she drinking? It looks like she's drinking candle wax. Like... Although a woman of the Fey clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Curane school. So, how strong are you? It is a shame, however, I will admit. I cannot even begin to compare my lowliness of my powers to the Master's. So that's how it is. So today's channeling will be your first. Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong. It is usually easier to call that person to our world. Traffic accident indeed. The channeling will take place here, in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I'm in the process of preparing. So, this room is the channeling chamber? The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you mind if we observe the session? Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here. Oh. The secrets of the Korean techniques cannot be seen by just anybody. And that never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. It is also for your safety, good sir. If something were to go wrong. That is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Oh, that's what the lock is for. Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She is an adorable, angelic young girl. Oh, that's odd. She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say? What a cute daughter you have. A pure heart that knows not of the evils in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had the chance to anyway. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. Seems like a cool place. I don't know, take a look around. Looks like we're just kind of burning time. Wow. This garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? Looks a little out of place in a garden like this. Well, like, if they seem to live, like, in a mountain away from greater society, so I guess they probably have to burn their own trash. That would be my guess. It's a small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to tiny villages like this. See, that's what I was saying. So every family has to burn their own trash. What happened to that jar, though? Like, what's with the broken jar? Why is this so broken? It's a really old urn. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. Looks like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting, so time to move on. No, it's interesting because it's broken. Like, look at it. Whatever. I guess we're just kind of wandering around until something happens. So this is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There's bedding spread out on the floor. Looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. She's probably an exhausted medium taking a break and catching some Z's. If I wake her up, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. It's probably a good idea not to disturb her in bed. Okay, so I can't really... Like, what do I do? Hey you, hold on now. This gal's got a few questions to ask. Oh! Is it what I think it is? I'm sure I've heard that southern accent somewhere before. It's Lotta! Yay! I like Lotta. Lotta's cool. Oh, well, I'll be. It's Mr. Phoenix Wright. How you been? Haven't seen you in, what, a year? You are, lot of hair. Lot of heart. You're Lotta Hart, right? Bingo! I'm the one and only paranormal photographer, Lotta Hart. So I guess you're still at it? Being a photographer, I mean. Of course! And today I'm gonna get myself a real scoop. You wait and see. Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. The channeling's about to get started. Is it that time already? We all should hurry up and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting for? Come on! Yeah. Lotta Hart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess looking back, we had some good times too. Yeah, I like Lotta Hart. Like, she seems like really cool. Fey Manor, meditation room. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya, an honored guest, please proceed into the channeling chamber. With this, I can finally swat all those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Oh, yeah, I sure would. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yup, right here. That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well. It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally! Let's go! I guess we gotta sit around and wait. Now, let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and a jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny. Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear Madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? What? I'm from the heart of the Heartland. Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the Heartland. Is Morgan literally going, go back to where you came from? Like, oh my god. What are you? This is Karain Village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave. No. Oh, sorry. Wow, she shut Lotta up. Now that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. Oh. Hey now! What was that just now? It came from inside the channeling chamber. Oh, hey! That's a gunshot! Excuse me? I heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I bit my afro on it. Maya's in there. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what's the plan? What else? We're gonna break in. What? But there's only one key and that kid's got it. We're going to break down the door. Is that right, Miss Faye? Well, yes. But there's only one matter. That is... Don't try to stop me. You can send the repair bill to the Wright and Company law offices. Yeah, and that's what I call being a man. Slam. Oh, he's dead. Dr. Gray. What the fuck? I was murdered. Maya? That man murdered me. So I killed him. What? Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, was she... Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But hurry, before there are more victims here. Oh, hey, let's go, city boy. Leave this to the granny. Oh, man. This is the second time my cell phone doesn't get reception way out here. So I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. And they're on their way. Well, that's good. Lordy, I saw a genuine, mysterious phenomenon. She seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on. Hey, mister? That gal, Maya, she wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she? But did she have a gun on her? Oh, yeah. Lada doesn't know that when Maya is channeling, her whole physical appearance changes. Then again, weren't there only the two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then. Lada, what do you know about Dr. Gray? Well, not much, but I did some digging. There's one gent with a bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep. I sort of got the same impression myself. He's real controlling. As soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a hollering. Must have been real rough to work for him. Sounds like a neurologist. Anyway. A joke that no one gets. Mr. Wright. Miss Faye, how's, Mystic Maya? She has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful. Let me see her, please. She is still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. Guess I just have to wait. The police are here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? You again? What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe? It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective Jimshoe? My name isn't Jimshoe. The two of them went into the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do for now is see what everyone else has to say. Alright, so look around. Did that person wake up? I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Oh, okay, so they're gone. Like, how can I help you? Oh my god. I was born for this role. Like, so isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like the channeling. Channeling? Oh! No, actually. The situation has kind of changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there's been a murder. So, like, a murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Yes! A person has killed another person. Oh, that's... what are the words I'm looking for? It's like, totally a bummer. Yeah. After all that effort, that's all she had to say? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Eeny Mine. Eeny Mine. Like eeny meeny. At the college I'm researching and studying parapsychology. Parapsychology? That's right. I think people call it, like, usually call it occult studies or something. Like supernatural phenomenon, ESP and psychic powers, that sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. You can get a degree for that? I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. So what brings you here today? So... I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium? Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. Because, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. I see. Then why were you taking a nap here? Like, I wasn't feeling good. Huh? I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food they served for lunch. Oh. Well, that doesn't sound like fun. Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun. So I, like, fell sick and came here to, like, sleep. I totally feel like I've wasted my time because I, like, slept a long time. I mean, if you are, like, a college student, yeah, I imagine... like, imagine you appreciated the rest. So you were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. So you don't know anything about the murder that took place? Like, what? Oh, that. I, like, totally know nothing. So who was, like, you know, killed? That surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. Are you even, like, remotely fazed by this? You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like, a long time ago, I was, like, a patient, yeah. She sounds like she's trying to hide something. I'll get back to you. You're interesting. There's no one here as usual. Oh, it's the child. Ack! Hey! How are you? You're Pearl, right? Silent as ever. What's that she got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. I think that's the key to the channeling chamber. Oh, she ran away. Dang it. What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? Huh. Okay. You don't mind if I look around in here? The police are busy running here and there. And I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey you! Don't touch anything! Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal. I'll let you ask a few questions, alright? Alright, Mr. Gumshoe. About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room, after all. But Maya is... You can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional. And yet, something about his expression still looks the same. I feel like that's like a like backhanded compliment, or like I don't know. I don't know what to make of that comment. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead. But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. A knife? Basically, the Vic was first stabbed, Then he was shot. Odd. Well, there's a blood stain. That's cool. I literally cannot look at anything. Hey, pal. Don't touch him without my permission. I'm just looking at it. I can't be too careful with a kid like her. If a kid like her could be a murder suspect, now can I? I guess if I want to search this room, I'm going to have to come back later. Okay, fair. Just gotta come back later. Anything out here? Oh, Lotta's still out here. She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Lotta? God, don't let me be next! Eek! Don't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body in your hands. Mine. Did you see or notice anything that stuck out to you? Nah. Well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you? It's just too much, I say. What is too much? Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff. So I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now. Going after photos more within your reach from now on. More glamour, less gore. What's up? Oh yeah! What is it? I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took those pictures at the murder scene inside. Heck, she did. 2 even. The seance murder. I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. Lotta. Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop of the century. Wah! I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. Why does it feel like we've been through this before? Huh. Oh, dear madam. You have such impeccable timing. Like, what's all the buzz? Alright everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm gonna give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not going to be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police. And I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. Oh, we just spent the night, I guess. Okay. Ugh. Morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point. I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention center ASAP. Oh, we're just there. Okay. Nick! Maya. What am I going to do? I never imagined it would turn out like this. Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here in this detention center. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so... I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but... You don't have to be nice to me. I understand. Oh. So, you're the master something of the Curine School of Channeling? Actually, my mother is for now. But since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday.
But many people think that channeling isn't real. It's all just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Yeah. Because I've seen it with my own eyes. When Maya's channeling a spirit, not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time, too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so... Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? What happened, Maya? I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him. Okay. We closed our eyes, and I began the channeling. This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness. Then you don't remember a single thing? When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? What was this dream? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? Can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move. It was unbearable. Really suffocating. It went something like that. I see. I have no idea what to say to that. There was a really familiar smell, too. Under the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it. I know I've smelled that same scent before. I guess this is about all the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay? Huh? It? What is it? The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course. But... what's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. No one's decided that yet. But I did. I killed that person with these 2 hands. That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose. I'm sure... Stop it. Help me. Nick, help me. I'm scared. Don't worry. I will. When is the trial? It sounds like tomorrow. As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now. Wait. This jewel. This is called a Makatama. It's a magical charm, and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. Huh. Okay. Alright, we gotta find the child and give her the thing. Pearly! Where are you? I have to save Maya, no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? The meditation room nurtures all mediums, young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager. But it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Hey, is, Gumshoe still in here? It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Oh. Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I'm on my way to go meet Mystic Maya. And I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. She is one scary lady. Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night, as did I. I know it's important for me to search the site. I should ask her some questions too while I have the chance. Okay, yeah. Yeah. We'll ask her something. I would like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? That man murdered me. So I killed him. Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. What happened here in this room after I left? Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head. To make her go unconscious, correct? That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique. Spirit severing technique? The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world. I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. In all fairness, all the other crap we've gotten away with in courts of law, yeah, this'll totally be fine. By the way, what is this room exactly? The channeling chamber? This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday. What do you mean? Sometimes when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday. Revolt? But how? When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and her self steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir. Isn't that extremely dangerous? An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit. But Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling. And that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I am grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. And that would be that folding screen there. There's the Korean sacred writings. Along with the Korean sacred urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one... Oh, the humanity. Odd for her to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. So how is Pearl today? Mr. Wright? Yes? In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master. That's very impressive. Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy, and is the pride of the Branch family. Wow. She's, really fired up now. In any case, our world is so different from yours. Perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir. Quit? Quit what? What are you talking about? It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen. It also looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of sacred text written on it, but I can't read it. This is... It's a hole. Yeah, that's a hole. Could this have been made by a bullet? Well, it was shot in the middle of the forehead, though. And, like... He was sitting, right? He was sitting for this kind of little thing. About 8 inches off the ground is a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. Well then, I do believe it is time for me to take my leave. Alright. Please tell Maya I said hi. What was that? I mean, Mystic Maya. I will tell her. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels on this flooring. The straw on the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air.
No matter what I do, my eyes keep getting drawn to the pool of blood in the center here. Yeah, so... he was, like, here, and Maya would have been on this side. Okay. Anyway, we gotta find Pearl. We gotta go look for the child. Child, are you here? This is where I ran into you last time. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school? Yeah, I would guess they have a school somewhere. I would hope. Oh, hey! Like, you're that guy from yesterday. The, dentist guy? No, I'm a lawyer. That's right. Mr. Smith, Esquire? That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong. My name is Wright. They love that joke. Smith, Wright? Well, I got, like, 3 letters at least. I don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here? So, like, I was studying this thing called parapsychology at this college, and, you told me about that yesterday. The sesame allergy, too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh! So, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... Huh? That's it? Why do you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like... what was I talking about again? If Lada ever wanted another genuine, mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. So, why are you still here today? Yeah, why are you here? Oh, I guess... I don't know, I guess she's here to study, but, like... I think, you know, someone getting murdered is kind of a good reason to just kind of go away. Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here. Like what? Like, the medium's training, or, like, how they inherit their spiritual power. I suppose. This village is the real thing, after all. So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer. She sure seems like the carefree type, at least on the surface. Have you heard about the murder? It's, like, totally scary. She says, with a silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow, I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. About the victim, Dr. Gray. I don't know who you're talking about. Like... wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday, too. That's right. Her reaction yesterday when I asked was... you and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? Well, I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? And what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like, a long time ago, I was, like, a patient, yeah. Okay, she is definitely hiding something from me. Like, is something wrong? No. There's nothing I can really show her. I gotta find this kid. Oh, there you are. Eck, you surprised me. And how are you today? I guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. Huh? She's still holding something in her hand. Looks like the same thing she had yesterday. Hey, kid. You like Makatamas? Yeah, I see you got one on your necklace. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, Maya said to give this to you. Oh, ack. I'm in trouble now. If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the next one they're channeling. That's Mystic Maya's... Huh? She actually spoke. Who are you? I'm Phoenix Wright. I, worked with Maya. You worked with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right? Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked Nick up from. I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone. What? So then, of course, you're gonna help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're going to do, right? Well, yeah, I will. Oh, wow. It's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes. It must be true love. What? Why am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this little kid? I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. Ah, what a wonderful relationship. Wait, I mean, we aren't... Things aren't like, hee. I can tell you're a good person. Alright, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm gonna help you in any way I can. Alright. Alright, Pearl, yeah. Let's chat. Pearl, are you friends with Maya? I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her. Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered. Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad. Oh, sorry. But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her. Where in the world did she get an idea like that? By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from? Which channeling school? Yes, for example, I study the Crane technique. Ah, I get it. No. I'm a lawyer. A lawyer. Lawyer? Oh, right. She doesn't know anything about the outside world. Yup. Is that related to spirit mediums in any way? None that I know of. I mean, there was that one time, but we don't talk about that. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is? I'm sorry, but I have no idea. Maya did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world. By the way, kid, what's that you got? So what's that you got there, Pearl? Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want it, I can give it to you. Yeah. I think that's the key to the channeling room, if I remember right. It has like that little gem and the... Yeah. Alright. Well, if you really want to give it to me. You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick. She not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one, too. An old steel key. A green jewel is set in the center of the key's grip. Mr. Nick? Yes, Pearls? I can call you that, right? You're too cute to just call you Pearl. Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Makatama? Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you. But I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Makatama with spiritual energy. Spiritual energy? Please take... Oh, it's glowing. Please take this. I'm sure it will be helpful. What do you mean? It will let you see people's secrets. See people's secrets? What? Yes. If it's alright with you, I would like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding a secret. Okay. I think I know of at least one person. hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today. Oh, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter? What? No. How old do you think I am? Wait, how old is Everett? Wait. Yeah, that's not weird. Okay. I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray. I, like, totally don't know him. Oh. Oh. Ack! What is that? Yeah, what is that? You can see it, can you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart. Huh? What? This is the power of the Makatama. Only you can see these psych locks, Mr. Nick. Okay. You know, whatever, sure. Let's go for it. Psych locks, huh? The more someone wants to hide their secret, the more locks you will see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it. Unlock? But how? Please use Mystic Maya's Makatama on this person. Now let's remove the lock. I have no idea what she's talking about, but guess I'll give it a try. You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop. Okay, so I'm gonna actually need proof to break open these locks, and I gotta not die. Well, I've gotta start somewhere. Let's give this Psylock thing a try. So do I just show it to her? Alright, let's see what we got. Eeny meeny. I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, like, how many times do I have to, like, repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, you know, proof? While it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person, I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. Like, what do you mean, like, indirectly? I should try to show that the possibility existed for now. So something that shows a possible connection. I don't think I have anything, actually. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Yeah, okay. Hey, it's you, pal. You're going to be a lawyer, I bet. Yeah, yes. Oh. Well, I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. I'm not scary. Honest. Wow, I never knew Gumshoe liked kids. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real, genuine pistol. So, like, his first instinct to ingratiate himself to the child is to show off his gun. Hey, you want to see something cool? Check it out. It's a gun. Detective Gumshoe. What are you doing showing her something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. Yeah, what? Why is that his first instinct? What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we've got a few pieces. You got proof? Yeah, pal. That puffy-haired photographer is going to testify tomorrow. He must be talking about Lada. Actually, speaking of Lada, I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside. Lada's hot pictures. I wonder what her camera captured.
Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it.
What am I supposed to say to Pearls now?
About Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year.
Yeah, I know.
I was looking through some newspapers from last year and...
Huh?
I could have sworn I had cut an article out, but I guess I must have lost it.
He's searching through his pockets, and boy, are those big.
Looked really interesting, too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal?
A copy of that article?
I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy to the office when he came by.
Okay, so that's a lead.
About Maya's trial tomorrow. I got 2 pieces of news for you, pal.
2?
Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So which do you want to hear first?
I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to like it.
Alright, pal. Well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma.
What? Von Karma?
I thought he was in jail.
This guy. Manfred Von Karma. He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. The horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget.
Wait a sec. But didn't Von Karma stand trial, and that's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually a successor.
Successor?
Who?
So, who is this successor to Von Karma?
Literally, pal. It's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. This kid became a prosecutor real young. Like 13, hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal.
Kid, huh? Wait a second. 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? That's some real anime nonsense right there. I mean, a prodigy like that. I would have heard something about...
Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff and is a great place to develop a person's talents.
Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person.
Ugh.
Still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. And I get terrible flashbacks to that case.
Edgeworth.
Stop it! Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. None of that matters anymore, now that he's gone.
Oh. Okay, I need to go back to my office, I guess. Well, kid, we get to take a little trip.
Phew. Feels like I've been gone forever. It's only been 1 day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day?
Oh, it's right there.
Ah, here it is. Right on top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help.
Okay. So maybe if I show this to her, it'll unlock the thing. That's what I'm kind of guessing. Because, like, it was big news, so she couldn't have, like, not heard about it. Right? Like, that's what I'm kind of guessing.
Eeny meeny. I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is.
Like I told you, like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof?
While it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person, I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him.
Like, what do you mean, like, indirectly?
I should try to show that the possibility existed for now.
So something that shows a possible connection between Eeny and Dr. Gray would be this article.
Here is your proof.
Like, what is that?
Ouch. Guess it doesn't have anything to do with it, huh?
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it isn't. Oh, whoops. Don't have enough evidence, I should probably stop. Okay, I think I need to give this to Gumshoe, then. I hope that doesn't affect me in court, by the way. Okay, here you go. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day, and... Hey, is that news story? The one about the malpractice suit. 14 patients died, and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Oh, here you go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Yeah, pal. This is for you. Alright, thanks. Oh! Mine. I see. Okay. So she would have to know about it because it was one of her relatives that, like, bit it. Like, she was the one that died in that car accident. Boy. I guess the nice thing is that I can hold... Yeah. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Mine. Mine is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Mine wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? Oh. So you noticed. She was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister. Was she a nurse? Perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray's surgical clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Oh, the lock has been broken. Let me in. Oh, and it refilled my thing. That's nice. Please. Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. My sister's name was Mimi Mine. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that, like, Dr. Gray was really tough on people. Like, a total slave driver. My sister's, like, always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? Is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? That guy, like, drove my sis so hard, so, like, that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice. Yeah, like, I think that was the doctor's fault, too. My sis was pushed by, like, everyone's expectations and, like, her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to her death. Oh. I'm sorry. So, like, are we done here? I've, like, already told you my story to, like, everyone. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how Psych-Lock works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. The lock this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. What's with this box? Now where did this box come from? I'm sure this wasn't here last night. It looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. It's mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. Channeling clothes. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what we do from here. Mr. Nick. What's wrong? I've never left Kurain Village. Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing. You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I say hi. Oh. Hey, wait. She ran off. Again. Well, I know Inie's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. Yeah, she seems kind of boned, I won't lie. The thing, though, is that it's sort of weird. It's like he was stabbed and then shot. Like, why? Okay, for one, how does a spirit have a gun? You know, that's probably a good question. The second is, like, if she did have a gun, why stab him? Like, because guns are pretty good at, like, killing people. I'm pretty sure you would just need the gun in that case. But whatever. What do I know? What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? That voice. Oh, hey, she's back! Yay! Mia! How you doing, Mia? How's being dead? Is it going well for you, or? Even without me being here, it looks like you've still learned to stand on... It looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Hey, Mia. Mia. She's Maya's older sister, my mentor. She was a top-notch defense attorney, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help. Just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. Aww. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets. How bad it gets, especially when it's bad. Mia. You can smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way. You can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But... So, tell me all about it. I'm gonna guess that my sister's in a lot of trouble again. I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened. I see. Mia... What am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is? Tell me, please. Believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. What? You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is. And I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. What? They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears, which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Then what does that mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. Set up? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. Well, how am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already hold the key. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key I hold. Is she talking about the literal key? Maya, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case. This key? Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. Contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. But... How can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have? I didn't know it at the time, but this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Oh. Mia? What? What's wrong? That's right. Only I can see the Psylocks. What is Mia hiding? Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me. What in the world is going on? Yeah, what's that about? Like, actually, like, that's weird. Knock something over. It's not an Uncle Bandit stream without me knocking something over. You know? Case for a lot of stuff. Gonna take a drink now. Ah, very nice. Very refreshing and crisp. So the key... Right. Right. Okay, so thinking on it. Why does... Like, okay, so Pearl found the key. But how could she have found a key that shouldn't have been just sort of laying around somewhere? Right? Like, okay, when she went into the channeling room, right? It was her and Gray, and Aunt Faye gave her a key to lock the door from the inside. To sort of protect, you know, people, protect the whatever reasons. But, like, why was the key not with Maya? Why was the key not with, like, detectives or whatever? Like, why is it not there? Like, that's weird. Like, that's a weird thing, and the bullet hole's a weird thing. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean... No. I have heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks. Also, he could win. Yeah, he was a pain. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. And it was that perfection that caused his downfall. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. It's no good. Mystic Maya! Pearly! What's she doing here? You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yup. I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Well, of course not. I ran. I can't... Oh my. It takes 2 hours by train. Oh, man. Pearl. Harley, what about the train? Huh? What's a train? Oh, she really knows nothing. I give up. Yeah, I give up too. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday. Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them. But when you're rivals for life... Maya, please don't mention that name ever again. What? Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. And he's not coming back. What? Right, at the end of the extra bonus case in the first game. Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick? Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? Oh. Oh. Huh. What is with this kid? Ahem, Mr. Wright. Are you prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? Hold on. So she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Oh, she has a whip. Why does she have a whip? Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred Von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Oh! I'm talking. Oh my god. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Yow! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant Maya Fey will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What is the defense's position? Your Honor. Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool, who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. You could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but... The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. She's just as scary as her father. Like, father like daughter, I suppose. Witness, your name and occupation. Name and occupation? Yes, sir. I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah! Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows. The door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit. Sir. Channeling a spirit? That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke down the door and rushed into the room. That's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? That's it. You know, thinking about it, that's the other thing. There were two gunshots. It was bang and then bang. You know, one of them got hit in the head. And there's like one bullet wound. There's like one bullet hole through the thing. Maybe that was like a stray shot or something, maybe? But didn't he get shot like right in the forehead, though? Weird. I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over. Well, don't be saying that, Judge. Give me a chance. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time, then. Cause of death. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. But, like, where'd the gun come from? So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. But, like, why... But see, like, why go for the knife at all if you have a gun? Like, I don't get that. The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that checks out. But what's with the hole, though? But, like, that I don't understand. Stabbed? Now, what was he stabbed with? Well, that's a good question. Fruit knife. I see. Whose knife was it? It looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, my face fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? This does not look good. Ha ha ha. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instant death. Okay. See, there's this hole, right? There's this hole that exists, but I don't really know if that works because the autopsy report confirms that he was killed by that. And just because there's a hole, like, I don't even know if that really means anything. You know what I mean? Like... I don't know. Like... Also, the gun is not in evidence. Why is it not in evidence? Where is it? The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? That's another question. It was the victim's. The victim? Now, why would he have... Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? Along with the victims. The defendant Maya Fays were also on the grip, sir. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. I walked right into her hands there. Okay. I don't know. Help. Point blank, huh? So about how far away is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how would you know he was shot at point blank? Tisk, 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 Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Excuse me? Run that by me again? Gunpowder burn. Right. So, I know about this. So when a gun is fired, a little bit of gunpowder comes out of the barrel because of how, like, bullets work. You know, it's... Bullets have a casing. And inside that casing is a measure of gunpowder and, like, some sort of, like, striking pin or, like, striking thing. And basically how guns work is that it hits the little pin, that ignites the gunpowder, and then it explodes, and it causes the bullet to fly out. And when that happens, a little bit of gunpowder also comes out of the barrel. So if you're shooting at someone at point blank, and you're hitting, like, skin, it'll actually... That gunpowder will shoot out, it'll actually burn the skin of people. Gunpowder burn? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Live and learn. Living on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn. Oh, really? How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yeah, that is a good question. Yup, sure it can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter, then, which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, what a pain. That's enough. We've clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Yes, I would have liked to have those, like, earlier. Just saying. Yeah, 2 shots fired. See, the thing is that I don't know where that other bullet is. That's the thing that's bothering me. Small fruit knife. Belonging to the phase. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claimed to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. Also 2 murder weapons. Both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? This does seem like an open and shut case.
Naturally. This is going from bad to worse. That the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there's no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true. Mr. Wright?
Yes?
Even in the face of all this, you will still wish to plead not guilty. It is the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See? Just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance.
This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way. No, not guilty, because Phoenix Wright's an anime character, and this is just a thing he would do. If we plead justified self-defense, you would basically be confessing to the murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor.
Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective.
Yes, sir?
Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike.
Yes, sir. Now see here. Proceedings are run by...
Eek!
Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Jeez, she's a scary lady.
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed the person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Well, that was quick and easy. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. The piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this as evidence. Alright, Mr. Wright.
Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Did this situation get any worse? Huh. What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're in trouble with your parents.
Sorry, pal.
It's kind of rough.
Well,
whose blood is it?
The blood on the costume. Lab results show that it is the victim's blood.
Okay. I tried. So there's blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes.
Definitely not good. Were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well... If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad. Not enough time. Let's move on.
Yes, Miss Von Karma. Yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct.
Yeah, now even the judge is on our side. If I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do?
No, we need to press.
Go ahead, Phoenix.
Go ahead.
Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that.
Yeah. Wait. I just noticed the hole. Where? There's a hole.
Just have to look harder.
Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it. Oh, that's the game telling me there's a hole.
Ah, looks like my time is up. So about the costume.
Yeah, there is one little thing.
Your Honor. Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence.
What? What are you talking about, pal? Where's this problem you were talking about?
I've come this far. There's no turning back now.
Yeah, it's this hole. What's this hole doing here?
I ask the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume.
The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder. Also, how does he know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna ask.
It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole.
Order, order, order! This is a very grave matter. Best we correct the court record first before anything else. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir.
Is she actually smiling?
What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony that just now was a fluke. Nothing more.
How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight.
Well, I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police. What Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. We do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence than...
No way!
Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. Wait. Well, doesn't the hole prove that he wasn't fighting back? That'd be my thought. Like, because... Like, clearly, she didn't, like... She didn't shoot at her near her own arm. Like...
Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Yeah? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling.
You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Yeah, I did.
Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlook supposed to mean?
What does it mean?
I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back?
Yeah, you're right. Seems you are correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything.
Alright. The wind seems to be shifting. Huh. What is that with that "are you finished yet" laugh?
Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Miss Von Karma? It seems that Mayafe was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Yak! And now that you... Why, that's right. Which means the defense is yet to prove anything at all. No! Well, yes, that's true. Little curtsy. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in that costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. Oh? How so? Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. Huh? You mean... by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Oh. Well, hop on. During the channeling, the defendant saw a chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Oh. The scenario you have put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright? On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, a cross-examination, please. Okay. The two were fighting. The victim took out his gun. Wait. When they're... hold on. If they were too close... if he was too close to aim at her right... then they would have been, like, point blank, maybe? Like, they were talking before earlier in the case about gunpowder burns. And, you know, it burns skin, but it all, like, fabric can also burn, generally. How'd it get burned? Missing the tiny hole in this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. Eh? What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Oh. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where's the gunpowder burn on this costume? The gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh, yeah. I did say that. That was pretty smart. But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. Gunpowder. This is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. Oh. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that? Anyone can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away, and it was then when they were separated that he fired. How was that? Nope. As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Well, then... That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took a shot. There. That should satisfy even you. That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. Can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. Well, that doesn't make sense. Like, if you're attacking someone, if you're trying to kill someone, you don't just, like, stab them once and then back off and be like, oh, I'm gonna go for you. Like, that doesn't... yeah. There is a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal flaw? Yo! Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took a shot. Must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Or shucks. So the first shot was the doctor shooting his gun, I guess. And the second shot was him getting shot in the face. Well, the only other hole that we have is this bullet hole. It's also 8 inches off the ground. Yeah, like, if she pushed him away, like, I'm gonna go with this hole. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that? A folding screen? I guess that's what it is. I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Ah! It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Oh, where? What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. Passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground. Which means... when the shot was fired, Maya, I mean the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Okay, okay. Order, order! This changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. Oh, she was like right here. Wait, what? Well, hold on. If we're talking about... okay, bruh, bruh. So when should be like over here? Somewhere around here. Hmm? Uh-oh. The judge's face is scrunched like he just smelled some... oh, I screwed up. That is, I mean... wait. I just realized I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up. Sure. In the meantime, I want you to think things through again, Mr. Wright. Oh. Oh. What's done is done for now. I should focus on where Maya was at the time of the crime. So, okay, if she stabbed, pushed him away, and now he's aiming a gun at her. Now she's aiming a gun at her. So she ran away? Maybe she saw the gun and ran? She was standing here near the folding screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how could you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. Oh, that is true. That is true. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Ah! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You... I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. Do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? Oh, yeah. Because that's a weirdness. Like, if I'm trying to kill someone, right? Like, why are you running? You know, like, why are you running away? And also, why are you that close to the ground? You know, that's the other thing. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what the defendant doing at that time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and providing the logic behind everything is your job. Oh, hey, leave Gumshoe alone. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the blast radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Ugh. All the things to inherit. Why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Detective? How dare you damage my perfect logic? Oh? How's it my fault? You can start by repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. Punishment? Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lada. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. Oh. To be continued. I wonder if I should continue or not. I'm kind of tired. My only thing is that I would be worried that, like, I'm gonna come back to this and not know what I'm doing. But I mean, that could be remedied by just sort of watching over the VOD and kind of, you know, figuring things out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. This has been really fun. I'm interested to see what the Makatama is going to be used for. I find that something really interesting. Overall. So yeah. I hope everyone's enjoying Ace Attorney: Justice for All. And without further ado, I'm going to roll it over to the aftermath. So, what did we learn today? We learned that getting hit in the head with a fire hydrant, or a fire extinguisher, might cause a bit of amnesia. We learned that even a person with amnesia can defeat a lawyer like Payne. We also learned that spirit mediums just always find a way to end up, like, accused of murder for some reason. Anyway, thank you for coming out to the Uncle Bandit stream. If you enjoyed streams like this, don't be afraid to leave a follow. If you want to help support the stream, you can also sub and donate. Those things really help me out. If you want to check out any old playthroughs or keep up with any current playthroughs, you can head over to the Uncle Bandit stream archive over on youtube.com. And if you want to keep up with any stream updates or just see what I'm up to, you can check me out on Twitter at Uncle_Bandit. This has been it from me. This has been Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. And I hope to see you all next time.